5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hello, everybody. How was your Tuesday evening? I know mine has been full of chocolate, quite a bit of chocolate, actually. Um, ran out of milk, so it was just chocolate and water. So that's a little on the boring side. But I did kind of spruce it up with a bit of the what do you call it? Malt. So it was a sort of a malted chocolate sort of thing. Anyway, I'm joined here by Terracin. How are you?
I'm good.
Awesome.
Tired, but good.
Yeah, we are waiting on a few other people. They will be here shortly. So GCV will be here in just a bit, and I sent a link to Burnside. I don't know if he's seen it. Let me give him another
He's
poke.
out with the guys right now.
That's that explains a bit. So I'm
Throw
going to
one
go
to
ahead.
Irving. I saw him online.
Yeah, I threw him one, but he didn't really respond. Let's
Maybe he's
see.
afraid my friend's gonna try and get at him again.
Let's
I was drunk under the influence.
see. See if our German friend would like to join us. And let's see. That's right now. That's funny.
What's funny?
So is he asked me right now? Yes. Oh, that's right. Always watching Lords of the Night. Okay, so whatever. So let's see. Blah 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 blah. Who would not be listening to Lords of the Night? There's Pox Talks that we can get him probably. So he's probably not listening to the Lords of the Night. And let's see. I don't see anybody else really. What if we get Pox Toxic? That's cool. Then we'll have 3 people talking, so it's not so interview-ish. Not too interview-ish, yeah.
Hey, you
So
can interview me if you want. I'm sure some of the people would like to know stuff about me. Not that they haven't figured that out yet.
well, I always, whenever I have just like one other person, it's like I'm giving them a job interview for the position of guest or something like that. And it feels too middle management for me. So yeah, I'm a bit uncomfortable doing that. So let's see. Well, I do my best when I just have like maybe like 3 or 4 guests. So we're gonna see who we can get here. Let's see. We'll talk to the German guy again and see what we got going on.
You could throw
Mr.
Inquisitor a link.
Yeah, I could. Where is he? Where is he?
I talked to him a little bit last night.
Inquisitor, where are you on my list? We are joined, of course, by the wonderfully coiffed Cass Fox. How are you?
Howdy.
Hiya, Foxy.
Howdy.
I am assembling the team, as it were, as far as the guest list of going here, and it's kind of by the seat of my pants. Let's see where is that? Oh, there he is.
You're the Chaos 120 Avengers.
If you want to stream with us before you go on the menus,
We have furry contact, yes, Death Hierogan. Through prey, it's not hostile.
Yes, he's my sweet little fox. Yif, motherfuckers.
okay. So I've sent out a an invitation to Inquisitor. So if we get Pox here just a bit, and we get GCV, and we get Inquisitor, we're going to have quite a little shindig here, as it were. So yeah, Tuesday's not usually our biggest night as far as the audience goes, and certainly there are plenty of other acts to listen to tonight. So I do appreciate everybody swinging by.
Yes, we love it when y'all come and watch.
Certainly, this is a spectator sport. Let's see. I'm gonna do a quick NHL update here. It looks as though, let's see. Well, Chicago was up, but now they are tied with the Calgary Flames. 3/4 of the way through the second period, but they are currently on the power play. So we will see if they pull this one out. Let's see. Winnipeg is currently doubling up on Arizona 4-2 in the second period. Well, it's at the end of the second period, rather. Florida Man has unfortunately defeated the Vancouver Canucks, so that kind of sucks.
Oh, damn you, Florida Man.
Yeah, Florida Man was victorious tonight, so that's oh well. Anyhow. So that was the NHL break brought to you by the next 6 minutes. We're going to get to chaos
and
news
people
shortly.
in the chat, don't forget to shill this shit.
Shill this shit anywhere and everywhere you can, because YouTube will not do it for us.
Scoobie is Cap and Kaz is Thor. Well, that explains a lot. Explains my tendencies.
Let's see.
I am shilling away on my Facebook Messenger right now to anyone that I think would watch.
Nice.
Awesome. Let's see. And I found that article that you wanted me to read, so we'll get that done just before we hit up the Chaos 120 news. And let's see.
You are roboting.
I am roboting. Oh no.
I don't know. I don't really hear it.
I have to check my RAM sticks, I guess.
Okay, I just hear like one little stutter, and that's it.
Okay, so this is a article that TerraSen sent to me several days ago. I seem to have glossed over it somehow. Apparently, 2 men used fraudulent credit cards to purchase Buffalo Wild Wings gift cards. Yeah. So apparently Buffalo Wild Wings was enough of a priority in order to get these men to break the law. Let's see what their motivation was, apart from the tastiness of the wings. Let's see. Police found several gift cards in their trunk, at least $300 worth of Buffalo Wild Wings. That's a hell of a lot of calories. They'll be working it off in prison, I guess. Let's see. And several others to Oaks Mall retailers, the report said, totaling several $1,000s. Wow. So $300 worth of Buffalo Wild Wings gift cards and several others to Oaks Mall retailers, totaling several $1,000s. Let's see. Police say Timon used bogus credit cards to buy thousands of dollars worth in gift cards, most of them redeemable at a chicken wings restaurant. A Gainesville police report says Justin Dontrell Williams, 25, and Joshua Taryn Evans, 24 were stopped by police Sunday because Williams' vehicle matched the description of one connected to a forgery and counterfeit incident. The report says witnesses and surveillance cameras had seen the two buying gift cards with credit cards with a magnetic strip that did not match the information found on the front of the cards. Police found several gift cards in their trunk, at least $300 worth of gift cards to Buffalo Wild Wings and several other retails at the Oaks Mall. The report says totaling several $1,000s. After being told their rights, Williams and Evans told police the information on the cards was not their own and that they made the purchases knowing the credit cards were fraudulent. Well, at least they were being honest then. Both Williams and Evans were arrested on charges of grand theft, fraudulent use of a credit card, and scheming to defraud and obtain property. Williams was also charged with resisting an officer without violence. Both men are held at the Alachua County Jail Monday.
It's pronounced Alachua.
Alachua.
Alachua? Is that who? Okay.
A watch band.
So these guys are like in like the back of some freaking Dabani's Pizza or some place and be like, or some like pizza place be like, hey kids, you want some gift cards for those fucking wings or something? Buffalo wings.
Well, that's
I think
in
the county I live in.
Oh wow!
This must be some Buffalo Wild Wings then. If it's such a draw.
I didn't even know we had one.
Really?
A Buffalo Wild Wings.
So this is
it's at the mall. Never been.
So
the pizza plus and be like, hey kids, you want some buffalo wings?
Oh my gosh. So what you're telling me, these are gift cards that were to an unpopular establishment. That's even more ridiculous.
Actually, here Buffalo Wild Wings is popular.
Really?
That he doesn't go to.
Well, I live in
I've
Texas,
never
and we
been
got a bajillion different chicken wings places. So it's like that's pick your poison. But we do have Buffalo Wild Wings, and I do like their product. I don't think I've ever been in an actual establishment. I've just had wings from there. So we will mosey on over to the Chaos News. And, well, it starts off with Florida Man story, and this one's not going to make anybody feel good. All right, here we go.
God, I'm going to kill someone, aren't I?
Parents leave child in truck while they watch Super Bowl at bar, deputies say.
Yep, I'm going to kill someone.
Flagler County, Florida, a Bunnell couple has been arrested and face charges of child neglect without bodily harm after they left their child in a truck while they watched the Super Bowl at a bar, Flagler County deputies said. Robert Thomas Valenti and Crystal Marie Valenti, 38, 42 and 38 respectively, were arrested Sunday at a beer house at 616 North State Street, deputies said. Deputies said when they arrived, Crystal Valenti was being uncooperative with Bunnell police officer and refused to show her identification and accused the officer of always targeting and being unfair to her. So, one can gain from the context clues this was not her first brush with police.
Clearly not.
She was known, yeah, because you don't complain of harassment if you're unfamiliar with the local police department. So, moving on. Officers said when they arrived, a juvenile was outside the truck and wandering in front of a beer house, unattended and unsupervised. So the kid probably disobeyed orders to stay in the truck and was walking around. Probably a good thing because these two parents needed to get slapped by the long arm of the law. Just slapped. Good old slap. Anyhow.
Knock the shit out of him.
Crystal Valenti told investigators she was at the bar for the big game and attempted to fist bump one of the officers. Authorities. She probably should have gone for the high five. She said she periodically checked on her son throughout the game because the bar would not allow him inside, authorities said. Robert Valenti told deputies that his wife was watching their son and he was never unsupervised, investigators said. Deputies believe the couple arrived at the bar between 6 p.m. and 6:45 p.m. Witnesses said the mother left the bar 3 to 4 times to check on her son. The bartender said she served 4 beers to Crystal Valenti, deputies said. The Department of Children and Families was called to investigate the child's care, deputies said. Yes, whenever you're writing one of these articles, you don't need to say something said, something said, something sounds. It's repetitive and just irritating. So
we should do that all the time.
So, Elena Niles Carnes, you need to brush up on your writing skills there. Probably underpaid to begin with.
Can you not be so critical?
My allergies are kicking my ass today. I'm probably going to be fairly critical. Yeah, I've got the criticism coursing through my veins because my body hates me and it wants to react irrationally towards rather innocuous chemical components that have entered my system, and so on and so forth. That's the histamine reaction there.
Damn it, man! You got to tell all those furries to shower before the youth party. You know that they're out there in the woods doing shit.
I don't know what it is. It's some kind of front that's really kicking the crap at me right now.
Anyway, continue.
Okay, so we are moving on to the next one. Oh boy,
Next
Colleen
6
Bernier,
ones?
you. Well, there's actually more than 6, but Colleen Bernier, our senior Florida correspondent, has brought us some doozies tonight. This one will also not have you feeling too good about humanity and so on and so forth. Apart from the fact that Kylie Jenner has now procreated and multiplied, and that's never a good thing. Anyhow, the fewer Kardashians there are out there, the better. Okay, new details revealed about the North Carolina father who got his biological daughter pregnant and then tried to marry her. Yeah.
I was actually just talking to somebody about that today.
Yeah. Police arrested a North Carolina man and his daughter after learning that they had an incestuous relationship and plans to get married. Stephen Plattle and his wife gave birth to Katie Plattle in 1998. They then gave her up for adoption out of state. When Katie turned 18, she found her biological parents on social media and reached out to them. Well, it seems like she did a little more than that. Katie moved into their home in August of 2016 to live with them and their 2 other children. Stephen and his wife legally separated in November of 2016, and the wife moved out. The wife and biological mother of Katie made a shocking discovery on May 23, 2017. She read in one of her other children's journals that Katie was pregnant and Stephen was the father. According to his arrest warrant, Stephen instructed his other children to call Katie their stepmom. As apart from their stepmom as opposed to their sister. When the wife confronted Stephen, he admitted that he had impregnated their adult biological daughter and they planned to get married.
Wait, how old was she again when this happened?
Looks like she was, let me scroll back here. She's probably 20 now because in 2016 she was 18.
Wait. No, sorry, the daughter that had the baby. How old was she when that happened? You said that happened in 1998?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I can kind of barely hear you.
Yeah, Stephen Paddle and his then wife, Katie Paddle, gave birth to the daughter that would then go on to bang her dad and so on and so forth in 1998. So she was born in 1998. They She was given up for adoption out of state. She reconnected with her family when she was 18, and then 2 years later, now she's preggers with her father's kid.
Okay, sorry, I misheard. I thought for a second that you said she was 16 when that happened. I'm like, okay, so it's not only incest, but it's like fucking pedophilia, which I mean, it already is the worst thing that you could ever think ever in the first place. But yeah.
Let's see. The Henrico County Child Advocacy Center interviewed Stephen and two other children. They both said that their dad was the father of their older sister's child. After May of 2017, both Katie and Stephen moved to a different county. On January 27th, the police located Stephen and Katie. They had a baby with them at the time of the arrest, who was born in September of 2017. Both of them are charged with incest, adultery, and contributing to delinquency. Stephen has been released out on bond, but Katie remains in jail. It's unclear who is taking care of their child. For fuck's sake.
You know what's sad is that after hearing stories like this for so long, like, I can't even sigh anymore because it's just, I've lost hope in all humanity, because that is just, I'm not even kidding. Like, I'm a little shocked myself that I'm not, like, yelling at the top of my lungs about this.
It's true. It drives one to be cynical, but you got to remember that these are outliers in our society, and they really shouldn't. The greater part of society shouldn't be judged by the merits of, or lack thereof, of these kinds of people. But it's still awful to hear shit like this, and damn. Look, if you know something like this is going on in your own family, you gotta tell somebody, because this is fucked up. That kid is going to have
one hell of a life.
Yeah, granted, it's actually raised within its own family. It's going to have a fucked up life, because it's going to have that stigma of being
well, I mean, think about it.
Brought into this world in the manner it was, and
the kid's just a kid. I mean, imagine when she goes to school, and people Google shit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
like, hey, like, aren't you that? You know what I mean? Because it's not like these people's names were withheld or whatever.
Right. Yeah, and that's
they also don't really talk about if this kid's developed anything like.
So we have a case of two very misguided, maladjusted, selfish people.
You mean sick?
Sick. That's another way of saying it. Sick people that made this decision for this child before it was even conceived. So they pretty much conspired to make a kid's life a living hell, because they don't have any damn sense.
Yeah.
Well, if they're gonna do something like that, if they're gonna do incest, they need to go to New Jersey, because that's the only state where it's still legal.
Yeah.
But I mean, think about it. I think Cass was going to touch on it, but like, as with anything inbreeding, that can cause so many genetic defects.
Exactly.
Like, I would not be surprised if this kid has some kind of has something wrong with it when it's.
They don't discuss it, which I thought was kind of weird. You would think that they would also bring up that this kind of thing would cause a higher amount of probability of defects.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why they tell you don't commit incest.
Right.
Oh, I think there's more than reasons than that, but.
Well, yeah,
there's
still
plenty of shitty reasons not to commit incest. Birth defects is just one. They're just a mountain of very, very bad things that are the consequences of this kind of relationship. And fuck's sake, selfish people.
And they do all this shit just to satisfy what's because they couldn't handle the shit in their pants. Just whatever.
Right. Yeah.
It's fucking gross.
Like, and I'm not even trying to be funny with it, but it's like, go hire a hooker. Like, at least You know what I mean? Like, at least it's just a little bit of illegal, not totally fucked up and illegal.
Seriously,
Yeah.
is this
You don't have to
2018
destroy
or
your
is this
child's
fucking
life to
is
prove
this
that you have
like
daddy issues.
120? Yeah.
What were you trying to say, Cass?
I was gonna make a joke as if this are we in modern times or medieval times?
Well, if we were at medieval times, of course, we would be getting the 2-for-1 deal on curly fries. Anyhow, we got a 2-for-1 deal on the cringe with this story, and this next one is not much better. Let's see.
Why can't you like read a wholesome story every once in a while? Like, I don't know, firefighter dog saves like bundle of kittens. I don't know.
Well, that's Colleen Bernier does bring us the stories that she brings us, and I'm kind of dependent on that. So if she does happen to find something that's uplifting and inspiring and so on and so forth, then she'll perhaps post that.
Please do, because Jesus Christ, like, this stuff is like, my cynicism is like, I think we all have a persona on here, or fursona for some people, but like this cynicism is actually getting into my real life, and I think I'm a pretty happy-go-lucky person in real life.
Well, please endure the next couple of stories. Actually, this one's kind of funny. Florida man with devil horns tattooed on forehead arrested. Deputies find brass knuckles and marijuana in man's pockets. So he's got a pair of knuckle dusters and some Chiba, and he's rocking them devil horns. Yeah, he looks ridiculous. A man with devil horns tattooed on his forehead was arrested after deputies found brass knuckles and marijuana in the pockets of his pants, according to Marion County Sheriff's Office. Deputies say that 48-year-old Jamie Knight was pulled over and that they found clear plastic bag of marijuana in his front pocket. Knight admitted the marijuana was his and tested positive for THC in a field test, the report said. Well, here's the thing. If you're going to smoke pot, stay out of your damn car. If you're going to drink, stay out of your damn car.
Amen to that. I'm sorry, like, I've something on that. Like, I kind of wish we had Burnside right now, or Cass, if you want to look it up. Like, can you look up the statistics for alcohol-related deaths and drinking and driving?
Alcohol-related deaths and drinking and driving. Like drinking and
driving, like accidents.
Okay.
Most of the potheads I have ever known, they don't go out driving when they're stoned.
That's something we go and get our munchies before we know we're going to get stoned, or we make sure we have enough money to order in.
Like I said, outliers. This and I would assume that none of you have devil horns tattooed on your forehead.
No, I don't get anything tattooed on my face.
I just have one.
Well, let's see. Deputies said they also found a pair of silver brass knuckles in Knight's pocket. Deputies said that Knight told him that he carried the weapon for protection. Knight was arrested on suspicion of marijuana, possession of less than 20 grams, and carrying a concealed weapon unlicensed. Let me show you guys what this guy looks like. So I'm throwing this in the side.
Florida, brass knuckles of any kind are illegal. So are butterfly knives and switchblades, but it's completely legal to sell them. You just can't own them.
I find that's the same way with fireworks sometimes.
To own them.
Yeah. So you asked me to look up deaths related to drinking and driving, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the most I can find right now, off the top of those statistics, I might have to look into further. DUI deaths rise in 2016, according to new reports. An average of 28 people a day have been killed in DUI accidents during 2016, and in 2015, approximately 10,265 people died in alcohol-impaired crashes, which has an increase of nearly 300 from the year before.
Yeah. If you have the expectation that you're going to be drunk at any point of the day, just I encourage every alcoholic to move right next to their favorite drinking establishments. Just move right next to it. So all you got to do is stumble, and stagger your way over there.
The annual cost of alcohol-related crashes total more than $44 billion.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah.
Like people,
my favorite drinking establishment is my home.
See, people. Here's the thing. Like, I don't know what kind of how your family, your parents were, but I mean, when I was a kid, and going to high school and shit, and I have to drive to parties and shit. Like, my parents always told me, look, dude, we understand if you need a ride home, we won't be mad. We'd rather pick you up than have you get into an accident. I'm gonna tell my kids that, people, please call a cab, call a friend, fucking Uber or something like that. Don't destroy somebody else's life because you made a bad decision in yours.
Yeah, there's a such thing as self-reliance. There is such thing as doing your own thing, but there's also, don't use the excuse of "don't tell me what to do" and endangering somebody else's life because you don't have the wherewithal or the humility or even the decency to say, "Hey, you know what? I'll let somebody else drive me home."
Yeah.
But then again, a lot of these people aren't thinking clearly to begin with, so expect what you will. Anyhow, we have.
You caught me on a very serious night, by the way.
Ah, well. Okay, Vero Beach. For the record, you can't tootle around a parking lot with your private parts on display for the whole world to see. That, more or less, is what James Umhofer, 62, stands accused of January 19th in Vero Beach, according to an arrest affidavit. Vero Beach police officer was sent at 11:40 a.m. to the address of the 700 block of 17th Street for a sexual exhibitionist, the affidavit states. Police were told a man in the parking lot was displaying his private area, and I don't think they mean his garden in his backyard. No, he's displaying bits of himself to the public that he really ought not to be. Okay, the typical man in a parking lot usually does not display his appendage. Investigators saw a man later identified as Umhofer with his pants down. At Umhofer's feet was a bag with 2 bottles of black velvet Canadian whiskey and a carton of Pall Mall menthol cigarettes. Ew. Umhofer said he had no medical problems and hadn't been imbibing. Okay. When asked to pull his pants up, he had trouble doing so and required assistance, the affidavit stated. Later, during our encounter, his pants fell again. Another witness reported she saw Umhofer with his private part out. She moved her car and she said he started to follow her. Umhofer of the 600 block of 15th Place in Vero Beach was arrested on a disorderly conduct charge. So, this guy was walking around a parking lot with his pants down. He had 2 bottles of liquor and a pack of cigarettes and was unable to pull his own pants up. So that is the scenario that this story has painted, the visage this story has painted inside my mind. And
Cass, do people ask you to pull up your pants when they see your tail?
Wait, what?
When you're out in public. Do people say, dude,
when I'm out in public, I don't need to pull my pants because I'm on a suit.
Yeah. Well,
and that's discriminatory to tell a furry to put on to, put his pants up. There's no pants. Then you're hurting us with the assumption that we're human.
Don't assume his species.
Don't assume my species, you bigot.
Oh boy. So, I'm sure most people already know that that the Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl. And let's see. It looks like somebody else has won something from the New England Patriots as well. Police released 911 call following a burglary at Rob Gronkowski's home. For those of you unfamiliar who Rob Gronkowski is, he is a player for the New England Patriots, the team that lost the Super Bowl on Sunday. Okay. Foxborough, Massachusetts. Just hours after returning home from a disappointing loss to the Eagles in Minneapolis, police said that Rob Gronkowski discovered his home had been burglarized. Foxborough Police Chief William Baker said that there is an investigation underway and that the alleged crime occurred while Gronk was in Minneapolis for the Super Bowl. Baker said property was stolen but declined to say what specific items. A police report released Tuesday said the burglary occurred at 8:50 p.m. Sunday, which was during the Super Bowl. The report said a window was broken. I guess somebody broke in and stole all of his porn.
I was going to say since they lost to the Eagles of all people, they probably he was robbed of his dignity.
Yeah, I came home. The window's broken. My dignity was gone. Anyhow.
What's this loss?
This is Ron Gronkowski calling, and while I was gone, my whole house got robbed. His whole house. Wow.
Like, his house just isn't there anymore.
Then how do you know a window was broken if the whole house was gone? The mystery thickens. Let's see. Gronkowski told the dispatcher in the recording, while on the Super Bowl trip, I just got back. A separate recording of radio traffic between the dispatcher and police officers indicated multiple safes and weapons may have been stolen. The police report said Gronkowski and two roommates discovered the burglary downstairs, then went upstairs where their 3 bedrooms were located, and all their porridge was eaten. Oh, come on.
That was really bad.
Yes.
Bad.
Somebody touch my spaghetti.
Oh my god.
The report said Gronkowski's bedroom was still locked and secure. The second roommate's door had been left unlocked, and the third one went wee all the way home.
Oh my god.
Anyhow, hundreds of dollars worth of items were missing. The third roommate's door appeared to have been broken into. It must have been a rather large wolf that was big and perhaps bad.
Or maybe it was a war fox.
Yes, a cast war fox. A dashing war fox.
I don't think that's the kind of porn that this foxy man watches.
The list.
You all the way to therapy.
Well, whatever was being yiffed to, the list of stolen items and the report was redacted with a black marker. Like it's fucking Area 51. Doesn't matter whether you're Rob Gronkowski or anyone else. It's unpleasant to be a victim of this kind of crime, Baker said. To come home from what was a frustrating loss, to have this experience, I'm sure, has been very unpleasant for him. Baker declined to comment on whether the house had an alarm system or cameras. A timeline of events in the reports said the 2 roommates left for the Super Bowl in Minneapolis on Thursday, 3 days after Gronk departed. The rest of the timeline is redacted. No suspects have been arrested. Anyone with information is asked to call Foxborough Police. And it'd be nice if you did say you get Prince Albert in the can. If you do, well, let him out.
We're Foxborough. I'm sorry, I had to. I'm picking on you tonight. Okay, I'm done.
Foxborough, home of the cast war fox.
You don't fuck with.
What do you say?
What?
You don't fuck.
You don't fuck with what?
Jeez.
No, really, you kept like dropping out.
Oh no,
he's being redacted.
I'm saying don't fuck with the Foxborough.
Oh God.
Anyhow, St. Johns County deputies couple discusses concealed narcotics while in patrol car. Well, hey, that's you got to communicate. You got to have those communication skills. However, there is subtlety is the greater part of valor. I suppose you could say that. Oh boy. All right, a Daytona Beach couple was arrested and shit,
but wouldn't my ass look good with Botox? Yeah, girl. Totally look good in Botox.
Let's just discuss your cosmetic surgeries later on. Anyhow, a Daytona Beach couple was arrested Saturday after the woman's husband asked her to conceal a plastic baggie inside her body while they were sitting in a patrol car, an arrest report reveals. Stephen, 37, and Jamie Schultz, 28, were pulled over on I-95 near mile marker 301 at approximately 6:40 p.m. after their car crossed a solid yellow lane marker several times, according to deputies. As deputies ran their driver's license and wrote up a traffic warning, another officer with a narcotics canine arrived on scene, according to a police report. Deputies put the couple in the back of the patrol car after the canine got a hit on their car, according to the police report. Police said that they did not find illegal drugs. Ooh. Philadelphia Pavilion, Gravedigger versus Bigfoot in the epic battle of the century. Crawlers will be crushed, and so will egos. Anyhow. Okay, police said that they did not find illegal drugs or contraband in the car when the deputies listened to a recording from the back of the patrol car and heard the couple discussing a concealed object. The report says, according to the report, the officer overheard one of them say Stephen had a concealed or unknown object or substance in his genital area. The report says that Stephen was heard on the recording requesting Jamie to conceal the object or substance in her body cavity. Okay. Deputies confronted the couple about the recording, and Jamie retrieved a clear plastic baggie with a white chalky-like substance inside from her genital area, according to the report. Deputies said the substance resulted in a presumptive positive reaction for the presence of cocaine. Okay. They could have just said the substance tested positive for cocaine.
Hey, Cass,
that's being wordy.
Pull the 8-ball out of your ass and I'll shove it up my twat.
Oh, God. Anyhow.
No violating the privacy like that, no. No, why?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. First you yip, then you sniff. That's the cocaine story. Anyhow. Daytona Beach couple was arrested and charged with trafficking cocaine, according to the police report.
I think he's asleep.
GCV is asleep. He's sleeping like a baby. GCV, are you asleep? Would you like some Kool-Aid? We made some Kool-Aid for you, buddy. It's grape flavored and it's awesome. Would you like that on ice?
He wants watermelon too.
He wants a giant watermelon thrown at his head because that's just what he's into. Okay. Speaking of heads, chemical in McDonald's French fries may help cure baldness. That's what he says. A chemical used in cooking McDonald's French fries may help eliminate baldness in humans, according to a new study. Scientists at Yokohama National University in Japan experimented with a silicone called something or other to regrow hair on mice. It's the same chemical added to McDonald's fry oil to prevent splashing.
It still splashes.
I don't eat fries at McDonald's, and now I have another reason not to.
Dude, I love McDonald's fries.
And you have a full head of hair. Coincidence?
Yes, I do. It just needs to, be thicker.
Well, you got to eat some more of them fries.
Cass knows how to get things thicker.
I need something else.
Cass eats a McDonald's every day. And
like so much. He is trying to make it so he doesn't need his fursuit.
You know what? Cass is one of those guys that he eats McDonald's fries at like 100 yards away. You just know. When his hair is blowing in the wind, you may not be able to smell the fries on him, but he's been eating them. This is just.
But you know what? After the fries, he goes to the gym.
Yeah, there he goes. He can lift the weights with his hair. He eats so much fries.
How strong is your tail? What can you lift with that?
How strong is my tail?
Yeah, what can you lift with your tail?
What I can lift with my tail? Whole lot of shit.
Like, how much can you bench with your tail? Can you bench like 50 pounds with the thing?
Plus.
Okay.
Well, you are certainly you're schooling the rest of us. You are schooling the rest of us. Okay. In a study published by Biomaterials, it states that a stem cell research team discovered a new method to create hair follicle germs, or HFGs. Using the chemical, scientists then transplanted the HFGs into the backs of mice and successfully regrew their hair. The technique created 5,000 HFGs simultaneously, the study said. Preliminary research suggests the same method will be just as successful when it is used in humans. The simple method is a very robust and promising, Professor Junji Fukada said in the study. We hope this technique will improve human hair regenerative therapy to treat hair loss such as androgenic alopecia.
I don't know what any of those acronyms are, but I do know what a CHB is for those Golf City fans out there.
California Highway Patrol.
Common household bitch.
Oh, CHB. Okay, I thought you said CHP. My mistake.
No, CHB.
Dun, 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 dun,
we had a special K9 report about that.
Dun, dun, dun. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Anyhow, let's see. NHL break time. The Chicago Blackhawks are still tied with the Calgary Flames. They are 13-14 in the third period. Let's see how that goes. I would say they're probably going to overtime because they're not really. They don't seem to be. They don't seem to be doing much more than just staying static.
Yeah.
Well,
also in news from this realm, a whitey raped a girl in Arby's parking lot in 1990.
1990, you say?
Yes.
10 years before he was even born. Damn, he's a pro. As rapists go,
grandpa.
As rapists go, he could school Harvey Weinstein.
Makes Kevin Spacey look like a bitch.
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey is a bitch.
Kevin Spacey.
Patreon.com/white YouTuber.
I'm gonna hear streaming soon.
Let's see. What else do we have?
Patreon.com/Sylvanas Dark Angel.
Let's see. I thought I saw another story, but I guess I didn't. Oh, I'm looking at something from yesterday, which was the Eagles fan eating the crap.
Yes.
Well,
YouTube.com/dual-wielded.
What was that?
I said
okay.
Patreon. Okay. Oh, shit.
Are you on fire?
No, family of deer crossing the road.
Ooh.
Hi, Bambi.
And
why did the family of deer cross the road?
To get away from the hunter.
To evade GCVs, whatever sort of vehicle he drives.
What the fuck?
Anyhow.
Where are these animals out here? Oh, and YouTube.com/stool-wielded. YouTube.com/mild beats.
Beats by Dre.
I'm done.
So let's we didn't really get into this because there really wasn't time because we were kind of staggered in here at like different times, so we didn't get the pre-shilling stuff over with, and GCV seems very eager to talk about various things.
Yes, I am.
Are you filling up? It sounds like you're filling up your gas tank there.
No, I just pulled into my driveway.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Because the reason I was silent there for a minute not too long ago was because I was being responsible and buying my alcohol, then going home.
There you go. There you go. Process. Yeah. There's a protocol. There is a there's an order of operations. There is a process there. You buy the alcohol first, all the alcohol that you're going to need, all the alcohol that you expect to need, and perhaps even more because, well, there's always that dumbass, well, I run out of alcohol. I got to go get more because I got to keep this sweet buzz on. No. You always overbuy. You buy more than you're going to need. Because
Exactly.
if you look, if you buy lots and lots of alcohol, more than you would ever conceivably possibly need for your binge, then you're going to do the world a favor by dying of alcohol poisoning before you even reach your own front door.
And
Before
friends don't let friends stream drunk.
Yep.
Well, to be
You're
honest,
a punk if you stream drunk. No, just kidding. There's plenty of
have my way with him.
Well, most people who are streaming drunk are actually at home, so I can't really disparage them for that.
Yeah, this is the most sober I've ever been on a stream.
Let's see. Oh no.
Cheers.
Hi Rukin. I'm sorry, man. You're getting the flu. Let's see.
YouTube.com/CastWarFox.
Looks like there seems to be a big conversation between Ryder and Hyrukin.
Oh God.
And let's see. Miles Beats was here. How you doing?
I love Miles. Miles is like one of my favorite people.
Just Another Person was here. And let's see. Right Wing Sister was here.
Oh,
Falcon Millennial was here. Yeah. Apparently nobody else is. Who the hell is? I want to see what our competition is tonight, other than Lords of the Night.
Minions, I think.
Yeah, Minions is also streaming. Who else is streaming?
I think Bunty might be.
What?
Let me check. Is Bunty, in fact, streaming tonight? Bunty. Bunty King, are you streaming tonight? And the answer is no. He doesn't appear to be streaming right now. But somebody else is streaming because we're losing our audience here.
Shush.
Bark.
Waiting for Leaf to get in.
Lords of the Night seems to be our only competition tonight because Minions isn't. Oh, well, let's see. Blah. Nope. Nope. And nope. And I don't see anybody else really on. And I'm sub to a lot of people.
You're my sub.
I'm everybody's sub because I'm a bunch of meat
now get in the corner
between two slices of bread, and I have my homies Pickles and Lettuce with me, and we fucking rock. We fucking rock. Because we're covered in mayo and mustard and ketchup.
So you're your own ham sandwich?
I am my own ham sandwich.
Cass, do you even eat sandwiches, or do you eat grass? I don't know what I'm saying. Grass sandwiches. Oh my god.
Grass sandwiches. Taste.
Throw the rat in there just for variety.
Oh, fair enough.
GCV, they call grass sandwiches edibles.
That I'm done. I'm done with you guys. No, last stream ever. No, going back to my trailer.
He's going back to his trailer.
By the way, for those who don't know, that joke originated on Devil's Advocate when it was just like a shit show for the pre-stream, and nobody could be professional. I'm like, you know what? I'm a professional, guys. I'm going to my trailer, and Mercolium lost his shit.
Wah, wah. Let me see if I can roust anybody here else that could possibly want to hang out with us.
I could go get Cotter.
Burnside is playing StarCraft 2. Really? Well, I hope he gets Zerg rushed.
Our base are belong to us, but yeah, don't we go grab Connor or Roydy?
We have Raging Eagle. He's on right now. He's playing Overwatch, but maybe we can coax him out of playing.
He's playing with a few people.
It's an overrated arena shooter, in my opinion.
I don't know. I mean, I've always been a Counter-Strike guy, so I don't know. Gun game, OG gun game.
Is there any sort of tactical element to Counter-Strike, or is it just runny shooty?
Depends on what game you're playing.
Is it anything? Is it significantly different in experience to, the Call of Duty experience?
Yes, significantly different because you don't get any perks, anything like that. You just choose a gun and then that's it.
I see.
So it's very reliant on just reflexes, teammate communication. But it has so many different game types since it's been around since 1998 that it really depends on what you're playing. Because you could either do a hostage situation one, defuse the bomb. I used to play gun game, and that was just you start with the best weapon in the game. Every time you get a kill, you get one level, one tier down until you're down to a knife, and then you go back up. So,
yeah. What I seem to recall something very very fairly recent, like in the last couple of years, is that there was a what was it? It was a site that was in some way related to Counter-Strike or the players of Counter-Strike, and there were ways that you could win these special items, and there was some accusations of cheating because.
Are you talking about that that happened that the police had to get involved with?
Yeah, that's the thing. What the hell was that again? That was those guys that had that website, and they were doing something underhanded. I can't remember exactly what it was, but that was associated with Counter-Strike. That was the items that were in question were part of the Counter-Strike game. But I can't remember exactly what the hell that was all about. I just know that somebody, these guys got arrested and so on and so forth. And there's dead air.
Yep. Anyway, how are the scores doing? Or did we finish up with that?
Let's see. If we want to go through the entire the whole list here, Anaheim defeated Buffalo 4-3 in overtime. The Vegas Golden Knights fell to the Pittsburgh Penguins on Marc-Andre Fleury's first return to Pittsburgh. They lost 5-4. So it was a close game. They made a show out of it. Philadelphia defeated the Carolina Hurricanes 2-1 in overtime.
Washington just can't stop winning.
Washington they defeated the Columbus Blue Jackets 3-2. The New Jersey Devils fell to the Ottawa Senators 5-3. It appears though the Detroit Red Wings have fallen to the Boston Bruins 3-2. Florida Man, of course, defeated Vancouver. Vancouver, come on, man, come on. Let's see. The Minnesota Wild has defeated the St. Louis Blues 6-2. And let's see. The Winnipeg Jets defeated the Arizona Coyotes 4-3. It was 4-2, but I guess Arizona wanted to make it a little closer, and they did. Calgary and Chicago are currently knotted at 1. With 6:43 left in the third period, that thing's going to overtime. They're going to overtime. And San Jose is currently losing to the Colorado Avalanche 2-1 in the third period with 16:43 left to go. So that's one. Those two games are a little too early to tell as far as what's going to happen there. But that was, of course, the second NHL break brought to you by the next 6 minutes.
Yeah.
So, Cass, you got anything you want to show?
Anything?
Anything.
Yeah, hold on. So,
Show that tail.
Oh, God. So I'm Kaz Warfox. If you can find me on a Facebook page known as Post Tumblr Stress Disorder. We do shit posting and stuff. You can also find me on my YouTube channel where I do some politics and gaming videos and whatnot. If everybody can handle my little furry personality.
we can all handle your furry personality.
You got used to the radiation and cancer.
Well, and we also all got used to the smell of McDonald's French fries on you. Anyhow, Tara, would you like to show anything mid broadcast?
Just myself. I'm found on IMVU, YouTube, and Twitter.
Very well, very well. And GCV, anything that you would like to shill mid broadcast?
Oh God. Do you have okay? So when to show my buddy Dual Wield, he's fucking awesome. He's helping me actually make a track right now, which is really great. He can be found at youtube.com/dualwielded. Jagan Pole. Thank you for doing a bunch of tracks. You can find him on YouTube as well. Miles Beats, you can find him on SoundCloud. Politipod, thanks for trusting me with a really big project. Politipod.com. youtube.com/politipod. And I'd like to say thank you, Cass, for hosting with me on this Thursday, my second stream.
Yeah, sure. I'm always here to crash the party, my boy.
Nice.
Would you like some French fries?
Thank you, Unapologetic Leaf, for letting me host her birthday stream, because that was a lot of fucking fun. Aiden Paladin, stop falling asleep during streams. Bunty, you're awesome. Ian Miles, awesome. Happy Supremacy, you guys are so fucking funny. That chick, you're great. You're great. That was a lot of fun. Thank you guys, everybody that was there for that, for tuning in. And watching me try not to have a nervous breakdown during mid-stream. Thank you, Scoobie, for getting me part of this. Scoobie331. Thank you to Solon Stark Angel, and thank you, the viewers.
The viewers, thank you back. And here's a bag of French fries. I think your hairline is receding. Anyhow, I am the next 6 minutes.
Put that salt all over your fries, the McDonald's salt.
I don't like the McDonald's salt.
Because, Cass, if it ends up in your fur, I'm going to have to lick your fur because I love that salt.
Oh, God.
I'm not a fan of the McDonald's salt. Anyhow, let's see.
McDonald's, where you can get some nice fries and probably get some unconsensual shit going.
Yep. But at least you look good.
A fun time in there.
Okay. I am the next 6 minutes. You must spell out the word 6 and my name if you want to find my primary channel. That is the next 6 minutes. I also run the next live streams. That's what you're listening to right now. The next live streams is my live streams channel, obviously. And let's see, what do I have going on today? Today I released my new episode 8 of 60 Answers. So you can check that on my primary channel. That's going to be a link that's in my description here. So when this broadcast is over and you want to hear me answer some questions, feel free to do so. At the end of this video, of course, a little something special. It is that footage that I captured the night of the eclipse, such as it is. So you can watch that and enjoy that, I suppose. Let's see. This Sunday, of course, I have my very special episode of Tea Time Stream, and I hope to have many wonderful special guests. And we're going to be talking about dogs, wonderful, wonderful dogs, and that's going to be nice and fun. Puppers, doggos, and all things canine. And I'm not talking about
Dog lives matter.
Dog lives matter. So that's what's going on this Sunday. It's going to be happening at noon Eastern. That means I'm going to be getting up extra early. I hope I'm not too tired and too lethargic, but hopefully, if I have the panel that I am seeking, then it won't be dependent on me to carry the stream.
Don't worry, I'll be there.
It always sucks for me to carry any stream. So anyway, unless I'm reading Chaos News, in which case I'm awesome, and everybody's awesome because of me.
Well, yeah, true. Oh yeah, and Go City Crew. Sorry, I just talking with gasoline. I'm on a high from that right now. So yeah. Hey man,
So
that guy's legit. Like,
Yeah. Wait, what?
What the hell's going on in the background there?
That sounds like somebody is scraping the skins off of carrots or whatever.
Dog scratching and he keeps hitting his collar.
Oh.
I'll be in my trailer, guys.
Well, eat your carrots. You get that beta carotene. Good for you.
Got a pretty trailer.
I love steamed carrots. Those always
Oh god,
tasty.
we always go back to food. Why do we always do food on this stream?
I have no idea.
Dedicate
It's just
one night to the Chaos 120 foodies.
Yeah, do like a Wednesday or a Thursday or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's an idea actually.
The nights that nobody cares about.
Like Tuesdays.
Yeah, Tuesdays. Tuesday. 2 for Tuesday, Taco Tuesday.
Tequila Tuesday.
Well, what are you going to have with your tacos, I suppose? You need
Vodka
to have...
Tuesday.
That doesn't rhyme.
That doesn't go with tacos.
Good job.
Who cares? It's liquor.
You need some of that fermented agave plant to pair with those tacos.
Yeah, what are you sipping on now, Cass? What are you sipping on?
Wait, what?
Gin and juice. Laid back.
Sprite.
My mind on my money and my money on my mind.
No, is it like Sprite and like absinthe or like Sprite and like tequila? Like what tell us the drinking habits.
I'm not drinking alcohol right now.
But you shall be later.
I am drinking what was hot chocolate, but now it's cooled. It's just kind of like a chocolatey drink. It's more like a Yoo-hoo right now.
Oh god.
I'm just laughing here like a fucking retard.
Yeah.
Well.
Yep.
So anyway, how's everything in California going these days? Has anybody heard any new like details on the whole secession thing?
I don't think so yet, but I'm pretty sure that I wouldn't be surprised if the people who are on the side of the succession are currently using all the stuff that's going on as a good argument as to why we should leave. So,
I mean, does any because last I heard, I know that had been something that people have been talking about for years, but I thought that it finally actually had gotten to a point where might go to a possible state level, or at least discussions of it.
There is a lot of discussions going on actually, but I don't know if it's getting anything further at the moment. There's going on in California right now. That's taking up the conversation.
Is it still on fire, or is it still sliding into the ocean?
Both.
I mean, either way, California's fucked. So it's why don't you just get out? But were they trying to secede as a separate state, or out of the U.S.?
No, just a separate state. They don't want to leave. They don't want to leave the United States. They just want to stay away from the cities.
Because of my feelings.
Because those goddamn commies, city commies.
Okay.
City commies.
This is not very chaotic.
No. Hey, you want to hear about the coldest Olympics in history?
I'm going to invite Whitey.
Let's see. The coldest Olympics in history, Pyeongchang. Organizers break out the hats and blankets. Daegu-hwaleong, South Korea. Lee Hee-byum, president of the chief executive of Pyeongchang Olympic Organizing Committee, a man with the MBA from George Washington University and a doctorate in business, sat on a dais in front of several dozen reporters from around the world Tuesday and held up a fleece blanket. His unexpected defense against a flurry of questions about what might be the coldest Winter Olympics in history. I have tried this blanket on my lap, he declared, his message translated in Korean by an interpreter, and I think this blanket will work in quite cold weather. He wasn't finished. He then pulled a red knit cap over his head. You can cover your ears with this hat, he said, providing what probably wasn't a necessary demonstration. It's like pants. You put leg in, you put other leg in, you pull up, zip, and or button.
We've talked a lot about pants to stream, I've noticed.
Yes, we have.
Cass, pull up your pants, damn it.
Cass, tonight your tail hanging out.
Tonight we put on our big boy pants.
Oh, God.
Does that mean I get to borrow your boxers, Six?
You don't want to borrow my boxers. Yeah. I don't want to borrow my boxers.
That was the creepiest thing I've ever heard.
I'm one of those lazy bastards that wears these things until they fall apart.
Big old hole for his tail.
Don't touch my tail.
Oh, you love it when I stroke your tail.
Oh, it appears as though the Chicago Blackhawks have fallen behind the Calgary Flames. Quite significantly, they're now down 3-1 in the third with 1:41 left to go. Oh, Burnside, your Blackhawks, your big Blackhawks, your wonderful big Blackhawks are now falling to the flames.
Blackhawks.
They're falling into flames. They're flaming.
Wow, that was like some Dark Soul shit there.
Yep. This dark hockey break brought to you by the next 6 minutes.
Have you ever thought about just getting hired by some fucking I don't know, go try out for I don't know, FedEx or something. Or what is it, Hotel 6? We'll keep the light on for you.
This package brought to you by the next 6 minutes.
Six, you really should be on NPR.
It is breezy at 75 degrees.
If you go on Wait, Don't Tell Me, I would watch that so bad.
The ASMR weather. Hello, everybody out there driving this morning to work. I know the sun is coming up. The wind is blowing. But guess what? Tonight, it's going to be a breezy 75 degrees.
I have the weirdest boner right now.
With winds traveling northwest at 12 miles per hour. We expect the morning to be clear and bright. I suppose I could do something like that. Yeah. I probably would do well not to mention my YouTube habits, as my politics I don't think are going to gel very well with the NPR political biases.
I don't know.
No, I sit there and read a script, and you'll help people go to sleep.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't think NPR is strange. I actually love listening to it. At the same time, though, I think you're kind of right, and I could be wrong, but it does seem that they push a certain kind of view to an extent. Like, they try to be kind of centralized, but they kind of go a little bit more to the left, and it's like they won't report anything on the other side. I mean, they're definitely good with having discussions and debates.
Yeah.
It seems like general news-wise, they're usually a little more left. Yeah, which I have no problem with. You know, I mean, they're doing their thing. Like, it's information that you wouldn't know. But I kind of feel like, yeah, no. If they saw any of our channels or any of our content, they'd be like, "Fuck you guys."
Yeah. If it was down to anything, I'd probably be reading the weather or something like that. And there's not a lot of political bias there. So.
Damn Trump! It's. I mean, damn stupid liberals that think that there's global warming. Can't you tell the whole entire country's getting colder? Like,
it's going to be the coldest Olympics in history.
Yeah, Jesus Christ! No such things.
This is how you put on a knit cap. This blanket shall protect me. I'll put it in my lap.
I thought you said that's how you put on an AND cap.
You need to read Dr. Seuss on NPR.
This instructional video brought to you by the next 6 minutes. Very well.
Somebody get that kid Game Boy.
Well, he can play some StarCraft 2 with Burnside.
Yeah, Jesus, Burnside.
I already messaged him and called him a traitor.
Yeah, a traitor to the StarCraft. He is an agent of the Protoss.
Protoss?
Yeah, whatever.
We're gonna get into a fight about this one day. I can already tell.
Are you going to give your life for ire?
Oh, God damn it! I think Cass is dead, by the way.
Cass is dead. Long live Cass. Uh-oh.
Why do I actually believe that you would go to the store and, like, they ran out of something, you would do that? Like, unironically.
I don't know why.
You're out of toothpicks.
Like, because you got so used to doing it, ironically, they were like, "Sir, like, we don't have this," and you were like, "Ray!" And then you just like, "Did I just do that?"
Then you run sideways like a crab.
Somebody in the chat. I don't know how many. If there's even one person, like, I can't see the chat right now. But like, somebody in the chat. Can you make a fanfic for Cass and just his daily furry life? I would love to read that on air.
Daily furry life brought to you by the next 6 minutes.
No. Let's do this. This will be. Oh my god, that would be a good 5-minute section.
Just like I do that shit, and then the cashier is just looking at himself, is wondering, where has my life gone to?
What life decisions have led to this? Oh my god, that's great.
Well, it looks like the Chicago Blackhawks made a valiant attempt at the very end of the game. They did get it within one, so they only they were only down a goal at the end of the third period. So they only lost by 1 goal. 3-2. 3-2 is the final score. in Chicago. This was the next 6 minutes. Lovely. Tuesday. How you
Tuesday's a weird day.
Tuesday is a very weird day. It's that day that, well, I don't know.
It's kind of like a manic Monday, but not to that extent.
Right. Tuesday's kind of like that. You're just kind of getting over the trauma of Monday, and it's sort of like midweek is very close, but there's some weird period of time between that and that. So this is kind of like that. Tuesday's sort of like the long sit in the waiting room for something else. So Tuesday's that day where you sit down and you drink really bad coffee and read highlights magazines while you're waiting for Wednesday to see you. You just gotten through Monday, so you're sitting in that waiting room during Tuesday and you're waiting for Wednesday to see you. You're drinking that bad coffee, maybe one or two really stale donuts, depending on what is being offered at that particular establishment inside that particular waiting room, and reading those awful highlights magazines, and you're waiting for Wednesday, which is a much more interesting day.
Yeah, because it's hump day.
It's hump day.
All them poor camel being posted all over Facebook.
Yep. Let's see what's on the old Drudge Report. I always have some interesting shit. Oh, wow. Appears as though stocks increased 567 points. Let's see. Black Panther, politically charged. No surprise there. First modern human in UK had blue eyes and black skin? Question mark. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, nothing really.
Yeah, it seems like today's just one of those news days.
Yeah, it's like shit. It feels like one of those days where you have to drink 2 or 3 extra cups of coffee just to, feel normal-ish. It's like, yeah, it's anyhow, it looks like we're getting a few more people trickling in. I guess Lords of the Night is finally over, and I assume that Minions hasn't started yet.
We are now sloppy seconds.
We are now the sloppy seconds to the Lords of the Night.
We're always the sloppy seconds.
Oh man. Wah.
Yep. But hey, still having fun. Yeah. Still hanging with people I like and doing what I like. But
you know what? Just because we're sloppy seconds isn't a bad. It just means that evidently, the people didn't get entertained enough, so they needed more.
Yes, that is the best spin on that ever.
They have not yet burned off their adrenaline. Their last whatever the hell you want. They were not satisfied with the action that they've had. So we are now their resort. We're the last hope. Obi-Wan, you're my only hope. But if we had holograms, that'd be much better. But we don't have holograms because we're kind of a lower budget sort of operation. That's more of a ghost poo operation there, because they have they're rocking the OBS, they have the irate bear and the friggin' drunken uncle and the Sinatra says these higher tier content creators.
I'm sending you a link that I just came across. You'll find it interesting.
Don't tell him what he'll find.
That's okay. So Gainesville.com is bringing us the story about lawmakers look to quiet university free speech zones. Free speech zones would be banned, and state universities and colleges would be sued up to $100,000 in damages if students or others willfully interfere with campus speakers or protesters under a bill approved Tuesday by the Senate Education Committee. Well, that's certainly a step up from what is the prevailing atmosphere and environment that a lot of students are unfortunately forced to endure on campuses today with their free speech zones and their restrictive speech policies. So this is a step in the right direction, I think. But we'll read further here. This is to address a flourishing of the limitation of free speech, particularly across the country. Many of our universities are restricting free speech to free speech zones, said Senator Dennis Baxley, Republican Ocala, who is sponsoring the measure SB 1234. Well, that's if you're going to if you're going to have a Senate bill, then you name it something really simple like 1234. There's something antithetical about a free speech environment saying you can only do it in this little square. Yeah, free speech zones are bullshit. Just like gun-free zones, they're bullshit as well.
Or safe space.
Safe spaces are bullshit.
Hey now,
Cases.
but no shooting gun-free zone because you're not allowed to have a gun there.
Let's see. The more controversial portion of Baxley's bill would make universities and colleges liable up to $100,000 in compensatory damages if students, faculty, and staff members or others materially disrupt. Damn, I can't talk tonight. Campus speakers or others expressing their views, including by distributing literature. The schools found in violation would also be liable for court costs and attorney fees. The violation will be done willfully, which is a higher standard than a similar House bill, HB 909, but also hold universities and colleges liable for disrupting campus speakers. So in other words, if something was like this was in place in Berkeley, those jackasses and with the ninja outfits, they would be, yeah. So, you got to start somewhere. And if it's Florida, then so be it. They're leading the charge in at least one area.
I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. I don't really think anybody something about Florida just bothers me. It shouldn't ever lead anything.
I got you, Florida woman 1-6.
Okay. From the great city of Miami, or as I guess some of the locals pronounce it, Miami. Let's see. Police say that Nathalie Ramos was treated for self-inflicted lacerations on her throat. Lacerations after Miami mom accused of killing toddler, stabbing boyfriend.
What the fuck?
Yep. Police say a 22-year-old Miami woman is accused of fatally stabbing her 2-year-old son. Miami-Dade police spokesman Robin Pinkard said,
with people.
Sorry. Yeah, some people are just fucked up.
Like, I'm sorry. You really need to find a wholesome story at the end of this.
Yeah. Miami-Dade police spokesman Robert Pinkard said in a news release Monday that Nathalie Ramos, who stabbed her boyfriend before trying to kill herself early Sunday, also stabbed her boyfriend before trying to kill herself Sunday, rather. Ramos is charged with second-degree murder and attempted second-degree murder. She is being held without bond, and an attorney isn't listed on jail records. The report said the boyfriend told police he was awakened by a pain to his body and saw his girlfriend with a knife and a stun gun. He said he chased him. She chased him, but he locked himself in a bathroom. He was later airlifted to hospital and was in critical condition. Police say Ramos was treated for self-inflicted lacerations on her throat. No further details were immediately available. Here's, I don't know. Don't get involved with crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I am here.
Yeah, just I have seen so many stories, I've read so many stories, and I've heard so many accounts of these incidents where the person just is crazy, and the people that they attack or kill, they voluntarily got into relationships with these people. And it just boggles my mind.
Yeah, don't stick your fucking dick in crazy, man. Just don't.
It just boggles my mind. It just I don't understand. I just don't understand. But well, we live in a really, crazy kind of world here, and let's.
Yep.
You can't always calculate everything, unfortunately. Like allergies, for instance. I must blow my nose.
I think you should just get over it.
Yeah, we're getting some kind of front here. There's not tropical storm, but winter storm Liam that's on its way, on its way east from the west. The groundhog, of course, did see its shadow, so therefore 6 more weeks of winter, which is good for me because I don't particularly care for spring, largely because of what it does to my upper respiratory system. And I don't particularly like I don't like spring. I just don't. It doesn't feel right. It feels like it feels like you're chilly and you're sweating at the same time. It's like when you take your shoes off and your feet were really sweaty, and now your feet are really cold and clammy because they're in those damp socks. That's what spring feels like to me from start to finish. And then we get to sweaty ass summer. So it transitions from cold, clammy, sweaty socks to sweaty ass summer. I don't know. Spring is.
I think it's just a slow day today, man. I think it's just a slow day.
Well, apparently, my computer doesn't like the link that Terracin just threw over to me.
Yeah, I know. It's
not connecting.
Okay, do you wish you were smarter? Bill Gates' discovery is proven to double your IQ and will be banned from the public.
Oh, really?
Recently, Bill Gates made some comments in an interview with Bill O'Reilly about a brain booster that would become the biggest event in human history. Gates credits his ability to function and maintain focus on such a high level to a certain set of smart drugs that enhance cognitive brain function and neural connectivity while strengthening the prefrontal cortex and boosting memory and recall. In the interview, Bill said that his brain is sharper than ever, more clearer and focused, and he credits a large part of using Cerebral X. He went on to add, the brain is like a muscle. You have to work it and use supplements just like bodybuilders use, but for your brain. And that's exactly what I've been doing to enhance my mental capacity.
Well, I'd be more trusting of Bill if Microsoft had a track record of producing stable operating systems. But that's not really the case.
Yeah. Everyone that has taken this, from athletes like Tom Brady to actors like Robert De Niro, have nothing but praise for the brain booster, which doubles IQ, skyrockets energy levels, and connects areas of the brain not previously connected. Cerebral X works so well for these guys, we had to ask, is it safe? After 7 years, Harvard scientists finally break new ground and usher in the future of brain science with the invention of a new smart drug that increases the IQ, memory, and focus up to 100%. Over a decade ago, Harvard assembled a team of neuroscientists to work on coming up with a natural brain supplement that could effortlessly boost IQ. Today, those scientists made the breakthrough they were seeking and made the discovery of a lifetime. They came up with a brain-boosting smart drug that surpasses all limits known to science.
Well,
supplement what?
Go ahead.
The supplement they created is now the best treatment available to improve memory, sharpen attention, increase focus, and boost IQ. After numerous rounds of testing, the results are astonishing. One test subject was quoted as saying, "As soon as I started working, within minutes of taking it, all of a sudden I felt like a dark cloud had been lifted up from in front of me. I was more alert, more focused, and long-lasting energy, and experienced a mental clarity I'd never felt before."
Well, you know, I wonder if old Steve Ballmer was on this stuff when he when he did this keynote. I don't know if anybody actually remembers this, but this was quite famous when it actually went down, and I wonder if he was how much of this drug he was on at the time. The link is in the description there, and I'll put it in the chat. Feast thine eyes upon the spectacle which is Steve Ballmer. Feast thine eyes. Feast thine eyes.
A lead researcher on the team, Dr. Rosenhaus, gave us an exclusive inside look at the ingredients that make up this revolutionary smart drug. It's engineered with all the ingredients containing vitamins and essentials that your brain needs to ensure improvement in all aspects of cognitive growth, while including short and long-term memory, focus, energy, problem-solving capabilities, and total brain performance. We are all very grateful to have this now, as I believe it can help everyone on the planet and take us to the next stage of evolution. We're very proud. Oh boy, X-Men, here we come.
Ooh.
You know what this reminds me of? I can't remember the name of it, but there was a literal movie I believe that came out years
Limitless
ago.
With what the fuck is his name? The guy that plays Rocket Raccoon.
Mm-hmm. That's
Bradley Cooper.
Exactly what this reminds me of.
Mm-hmm. And they had a really crappy TV series after that I don't think I ever saw it. But the movie itself was not bad.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting.
Dr. Cordigan went on to say, This revolutionary brain booster enables your brain to be the most efficient it can. It energizes the tissue and functions deep at a cellular level. It makes your brain cells perform their tasks genuinely and keeps away all kinds of mental fatigue or weakness. It's truly a remarkable breakthrough. But what does this mean for all the rest of us? Could this pill help ordinary people like you and me? The only way to find out is to try it. Luckily, the Harvard team has patented and sold the rights to major manufacturers who currently have a limited 3-month supply. For me, my major concern is my work, and I feel like taking this brain supplement could help improve my work and increase my income. Sometimes just one simple decision can drastically change the course of your life. Literally, one click could be the difference between living paycheck to paycheck and taking the bus to work to owning mansions, yachts, private jets, and never having to worry about money ever again. Like hell.
I don't know. I
famously says, the more you learn, the more you earn.
I don't know. This it just sounds. It sounds a little thin. Just I've seen a lot of lofty claims for products in the past that made similar claims, and it just I don't know. I don't.
I mean, this really seems like one of those things like you see on like Pornhub that's just like, take this pill, it makes your dick like this much bigger. It's like, no, it doesn't. Stop it. You're lying. And this also sounds like that fucking movie Lucy too, where it's like, take this pill and then you're gonna be like, oh my god. It's like, no, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. Jesus Christ,
well,
no.
Stop in here, it's also showing like brain scans day 1. It's dark blue, and there's little bits of green in there showing brain activity. Day 5,
I can use Photoshop too.
Almost the entire thing is lit up green, and then day 14, there's green, yellow, and red activity.
Okay. Well, I mean,
awesome. Photoshop's amazing.
Think this comes across as snake oily to me.
It does. It does. This
fake news.
I don't. I just don't. So I can't even. I can't even
Okay, there we go. Every time I say that, I feel like that's a buzzword for you. So it's like, I feel happy saying it. I feel like I'm giving you a purpose in the world.
Very purpose. Much wow. I did that badly, didn't I?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm going back to my trailer and grab another beer.
So dumb though. It's just like, all right, we got a pill to fix all your intellectual problems. Hey, Kraut. There you go. Got some pills for you.
The Kraut and tea cocktail.
Yes.
Oh boy.
I think you shall get a higher IQ from one night in prison. It says irate prostate.
Oh my gosh.
That's hilarious.
Oh shit, irate prostate's in here. How you doing, man?
How you doing, buddy?
In the chat at least. But yeah.
Irate prostate is an awesome dude.
He is. I'm still cracking up from when we did a Devil's Advocate. I know I brought that up a couple times tonight, but like that was a super fun day.
That was pretty cool.
Oh man.
Somebody's got their thing going on there. What's the zzz there?
That was me.
I am no longer pissing blood. Says irate prostate.
He's no longer well, that's good. That's good.
That's good.
He has passed the kidney stone, which is always a good thing. Anybody that I've ever talked to who has gone through that, they said it was probably one of the worst experiences that they've ever had in their lives. Yeah, it is no joke. I've heard it's one of the most excruciating things that a human being can go through, apart from childbirth, or going to a Justin Bieber concert involuntarily.
You love Justin Bieber.
Or being Kraut and tea.
I am a Kraut and tea believer.
You're a Kraut and tea timer?
I'm a Kraut and tea timer and a believer.
Oh God.
Academics, please respond. I must get those pills so I can beat the alt-right.
What you may not know, and this is super secret information that can't go beyond this
Public stream.
This public live stream. Crown T is Justin Bieber.
I have a Florida teen story.
Oh God.
What?
We're getting kind of close to the end of the broadcast here. So go ahead and send those to. Let's see.
The next 7 minutes.
To hashtag Chaos News 120.
Hashtag Patreon. That's the white YouTuber. I have to. I mean, everybody hates the guy, and it's cool to hate the guy, but he be cool people. He be good people. I think cool people is what I think Joel said, and I was like, yeah, he really is.
Are you
Fucking
saying?
hate him, but
Are you saying he's been given a bad rap?
Wait, what?
I've had to kick that guy and ban that guy from multiple servers and live streams.
So maybe
kick him.
So it's not completely unwarranted. He is kind of a jerk, but he's got a heart of gold. Is that what you're implying there?
I don't know, but all I know is that Connor's Conquest is going to try to do a diss track on him and Gemini, so we'll see how that goes.
That sounds fun. That sounds fun.
Which I would love to see because Connor like cracked me the fuck up like when he was doing his fucking magic trick.
Yeah.
Connor's Conquest, everybody. He's
me and him just bounce off jokes together in that one live stream. That was funny.
Yes. He shall be a guest on one of my streams.
Yay.
I'm just gonna let you and him just do the work. Because apparently, I don't have anything to contribute, so that's fine.
Oh.
You are the Phantom Menace.
I really am, and I'm okay with that. Like, I'm not even kidding. I really am okay with that.
Fuck.
You are the Phantom Menace. What is that noise? It sounds like they're listening to
I don't know, but it sounds rough and kinky.
Rough and kinky.
My friend's watching The Good Witch. I keep telling her to turn it down.
Yeah, I can't hear it. Y'all talking.
We're just a bunch of chatterboxes, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
pretty much.
Speaking of chatterboxes, we may bow out a little early tonight because I am essentially I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel and I think it's catching on fire. So we'll.
The barrel is on fire.
We don't need no water. Let the motherfucker burn. Anyhow, Cass Warfox.
I love that. Anyway, what the fuck?
Cass Warfox, the floor is yours. Shill anything and everything that you can possibly think of to shill.
All right. I'm Kaz Warfox. You can find me on Post-Tumblr Stress Disorder, the page that I'm on with a bunch of other people. And you can find my YouTube channel under the same name and picture I use here, Kaz Warfox, politics and gaming videos and stuff like that. And provided you can handle my yiffing personality, please subscribe.
Very well, very well, very well. And moving on to Tara.
I am Tara Sin. You can find me on IMVU, YouTube, and Twitter.
Awesome. And GCV.
Hi, I'm GCV. I don't contribute to videos. I just have other people do the work for me, and I'm okay with that. Find me on Discord. I hang out in Gulf City, Fright Power, hang out with Litpod. Something about a nice coffee cup. I hang out with Whitey, who does in fact suck. And Gemini is way better. And I hang out with Cass unintentionally. So if you find me on Discord, I'm always there. Oh, and Leaf is this Umbreon looking feller. Then I hang out with her. She's really cool, unapologetic Canadian, on Facebook and Twitter. I think she's Audacious Leaf on Twitter now. I don't know. She keeps changing that shit. But yeah. Oh yeah, Aiden Paladin, can you please stop falling asleep on my streams? That'd be great, because you were like asleep for like an hour until after we did the after streams, and then you just woke up and you're like, what? And I was talking to some people and you just like were like, okay, bye. And it was
caffeine
awkward.
is your friend.
But thank you for
supporting into the power of the bean.
Thank you for supporting Fright Power, Aiden.
All right. Is that the run of your shills?
YouTube.com, dual wielded, SoundCloud, Miles Beats, and YouTube.com, Jagan Poll. Those are all really good guys. We are working on a super secret project right now.
Awesome. And I want everybody to sub to all my wonderful guests here. And if you're not subbed to me, then go ahead and take care of that. I am, of course, the next 6 minutes. If you'd like to find my primary channel, there is a link in the description of this particular broadcast. So you can go click that as soon as we call it a night here. Or you can find it just by typing out the full word of 6 instead of typing just the number 6, because you're never going to find my channel if you do it that way. I am the next 6 minutes, of course, and I run the next live streams channel. You are currently listening to that channel right now. This is the Chaos 120 stream. We are in the midst of restructuring a lot of things, and we have a bright future ahead of us, because we have a lot of stuff that is in the works. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. There's currently a lot of really cool shit under construction, and we will be unveiling that over the next few weeks. And we're going to be, of course, doing a lot of new and cool stuff. So everybody look forward to that. I have a very awesome special edition of my Tea Time stream coming up this Sunday. It's going to be the pre-Westminster Dog Show stream. And we're gonna have subjects that range from dogs to dogs, and then back to dogs.
What about foxes?
They're dog-like. We might talk about foxes.
Yeah, they are. Anyhow, canine.
They're in their canid family, so we might talk about those. Anyhow,
we got the canine nuts.
If you haven't watched it already, I have a new episode of 60 Answers. Episode 8, which includes bonus footage after the little song and dance at the end of the video of the footage that I took on the night of the very special lunar eclipse. I wouldn't take a lot of expectations into it. It didn't really turn out to be great stuff, but it is there for you to watch. So if you see fit to do so, then stick around for that bit of footage and the rest of the video. Let's see. It was a bit of a slow night tonight because a lot of our regulars were out sick or playing StarCraft. Burnside. Sunday. Playing your StarCraft. Rushing your Zerg. Anyhow,
remember, no Russian.
No collusions with the Russians. Anyhow, I want to thank all my wonderful viewers and that have showed up to chat. Thank you for being awesome. Thank you for listening to this kind of slow Tuesday broadcast. And of course, I want to thank all my wonderful guests that stopped by and socialized a bit for this Tuesday, this Chaos 120 Tuesday. We may be doing something a little different with Chaos 120 in the future. It is possible we may be going to a singular unified channel that you can consistently visit to. You can sub to it, and we're always going to broadcast from it. We haven't quite made up our minds on that, but we're close to making a call on that. So that may be a possibility to look forward to in the future.
Do it. Make your dreams come true.
The more you know. Anyway, everybody continue to have a wonderful Tuesday evening and an even better Wednesday. So thank you from Chaos 120 Land, and farewell and Chatelet.
Chatelet.
Bye, motherfuckers.
Yep.